Let me introduce myself first. My name is Kemal Rahadiyan Witaradyo. I'm from Class G, Information System degree. So today I'm going to tell you about two things. The first thing is what I do when I go online every day, and the second thing is what job will I take in the future and why. So the first thing is what do I do when I go online every day? So I start waking up at 4 or maybe 5 a.m. in the morning. I always check my phone. The first thing I check is my social media WhatsApp. If there is any important message that I missed when I was asleep. The second thing is I also check my Instagram account to check any other news or maybe information or maybe just some chat from my friends. So usually what I do when I go online every day is maybe I always chat with my friends from another university. We talk a lot about hobbies or maybe do our homework that have some kind of common, and then maybe we talk about our planning for the weekend so we can go out together. And maybe from WhatsApp I usually do what the same as Instagram, like chat with my friends also and see any other information that may be important in from university or maybe from any friends. So the second thing is what job would I take in the future and why. So I already plan my job in the future. I will be a data scientist. It's a job that you predict the future data for some industry or maybe for some office or maybe other things. So the job, why I take the job, because the job pays a lot of money and it requires some analytic skill that I love, because I love math and I love predicting things that maybe I will fit in the data scientist job in the future. So maybe that's all from me. Thank you.
What do you do to stay fit every day? First, move your body. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most of the day in the week. This could be anything from walking, biking, swimming, or dancing. Even short bursts of activity throughout the day are beneficial. Eat a healthy diet. Focus on whole grains, fruits, vegetable, and lean protein sources. Limit processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats. Prioritize sleep. Most adults need around 7 until 8 hours of sleep per night. Adequate sleep allows your body to repair and recover. Stay hydrated. Drink of plenty water throughout the day to stay energized and support overall health. Find activity you enjoy. This will make it more likely that you will stick with a fitness routine in the long term. There are so many different types of exercise. You can find and choose one that makes you enjoy. I became interested in basketball since junior high school. I regret not knowing basketball since elementary school, as it greatly affected my skill and playing style. Besides that, I'm interested in Lego. I enjoy creating concept and designing things. I'm also interested in organizations. I once served as head of a student council or OSIS during junior high school. All of these hobbies and interests greatly influence me. Basketball helps me stay healthy, and whenever I'm stressed, I'm just playing basketball to relieve stress. It also improves my communication skill. My public speaking skills are quite high because I can organize people. I can be considered an extrovert person, but sometimes my social energy drains out. However, I'm not afraid to speak in front of many people, and this also impact my leadership skills. I also became someone who can take responsibility, take care, and reduce my selfishness. Although sometimes it's resurface, I have learned a lot of teamwork, managing tasks, and time management. Thanks to all this skill, I have many friends and relationship.
The first question, what job would you like to have in the future and why? If I were to envision future job, I might say that being a data analyst would be a fascinating role. Data analysts have the crucial task of interpreting data to help make informed decisions, which is a vital part of any business in the modern digital world. They turn complex numbers and data sets into clear, actionable insight that can drive business strategy and impact. The role requires a blend of statistical knowledge, an understanding of technology, and the ability to communicate findings effectively. It's a profession that sits at the intersection of technology and business, making it both challenging and rewarding. For the second question, what are your personal opinions on success and failure? Success and failure are often seen as opposites, but they can also be viewed as two sides of the same coin. Both are integral parts of the journey towards achieving goals and personal growth. Success is typically celebrated as the achievement of a desired outcome, bringing a sense of accomplishment and confidence as a marker of progress and can serve as motivation to strive for further goals. On the other hand, failure is usually associated with a lack of success, but it's necessarily a negative outcome. It provides valuable lessons, offering insight that can lead to better strategies and resilience. Failure teaches perseverance and adaptability, which are essential qualities for long-term success.
So next I wanna talk about this picture. This picture consists of a baby. So the baby was born in California, America. He is now 1 year old and 5 months. His mom is a doctor and his dad is a lawyer. The baby had an older brother that is 10 years old and his name is John. So the baby already grown some hair in the head and can barely walk on the floor but not perfectly. His mom want the baby to be a doctor too because dad want the older brother to be a lawyer. So the baby now is laying in the bed, in the white bed, and playing with his toys and just laying around waiting for his next meal. Thank you.
Physical fitness is a multifaceted concept that involves more than muscle strength or endurance. It's about achieving a state of health where the body operates efficiently and effectively. It encompasses the ability of the heart and lungs to work in unison to supply oxygen during exercise, the strength of muscles to perform tasks and resist fatigue, the flexibility of joints and muscle to move freely, and a balanced ratio of to fat. Regular physical activity that target this aspect can lead to improved health, such as a better weight management, stronger bones, and such a reduced risk of chronic disease. Additionally, it boosts mental well-being, enhancing mood and cognitive functions, thereby contributing to be a happier, more energetic life.
For the part 2, I choose the number 6 image. And the image depicts a scene of comfort and connection, where two individuals are sharing a special moment together. They have created a cozy space with a blanket fort, and the soft glow of fairy lights adds a magical touch to the atmosphere. As they both focus on a tablet, possibly enjoying a movie, a game, or simply exploring content together. This intimate setup suggests a bond between the two, enjoying each other's company and the warmth of the moment.
Hello Lucky, have you seen the news today? It's about Bima.
Yes, I have already heard from Instagram. How about you, Hafidh?
I already watched the TV, but I don't think I never heard of that news.
But I think it doesn't matter where the source come from, right?
Yeah, I think you'll agree.
Then we've agreed that the mix of sources is ideal. I think we should also consider how each medium shapes of understanding. TV news, for instance, often frames event in a certain narrative.
Solid observation habit. TV news indeed is strange, like providing visuals that can make stories more impactful. However, it's important to recognize its limitation in framing stories within a limited time frame and sometimes oversimplifying complex issues.
Yeah, I agree, Kemal. Social media, on the other hand, has emerged as a powerful tool for accessing news and information. However, the challenge lies in discarding that credible source, the vast amount of user-generated content, and potential for misinformation.
Exactly, Lucky. And newspapers, despite their decline in circulation, still offer in-depth analysis and investigative reporting. But we must be mindful of the biases inherent in editorial decision and ownership structures.
Absolutely, Habib. One way to mitigate bias is to diversify our newspaper reading habits, incorporating both local and international publications to gain a broader perspective on issues.
And let's not forget about role of education in critical thinking and school. School can play a vital role in teaching and literacy, helping students navigate and complexities about information consumption in digital age.
Indeed, Lucky. Moreover, discussion with friends and family can offer valuable insight rooted in personal experiences and diversified viewpoints. However, we must also be wary of echo chambers and actively seek out perspective that challenges our own.
Oh, absolutely, Hafidh. It's essential to foster an environment of open-minded and constructive dialogue, where differing opinions are respected and debated thoughtfully.
I agree, Kemal. Emotional intelligence also play a crucial role. How to engage the news, while TV news and social media can invoke strong emotional responses, and newspaper with their analytic approach can provide context that tempers our reaction.
So it seems we're advocating for a holistic approach to news consumption, one that involves a mix of traditional and digital media, critical analysis, and emotional awareness.
Exactly, Hafidh. And leveraging technology can enhance our ability to access diverse perspectives and fact-check information. But, however, we must remain vigilant against the algorithm that can reinforce our existing bias.
Absolutely, Kemal. Ultimately, staying informed is a continuous process that requires active participation and discernment. By embracing a variety of news sources, engaging in critical thinking, and maintaining emotional balance, and we can cultivate a deeper understanding of world around us.
So maybe the conclusion is it's all about empowering ourselves to navigate the complexities to modern media landscape and make informed decisions.
You know, I've always been a staunch supporter of TV news. There's something about the formalities and the gravitas of the anchors that instills a sense of trust. Plus, the coverage is comprehensive, but I must confess, the constant barrage of bad news can be disheartening. Kemal, you're always on your phone. Do you find social media to be a better alternative?
Okay, I get where you're coming from. But I think social media has revolutionized the way we consume news. It's not just about being quickly, it's about community and conversation. Yes, it can get a bit chaotic with the sheer volume of content, but I enjoy shifting thoroughly to find different viewpoints. It's interactive and I feel more engaged. Loki, you seem to have more traditional approach. How do you navigate the sea of information from your family and your friends?
For me, it's about the personality connection. When I heard about news from my friends and family, it comes with context and emotion that I can relate to. It's a more human way to process information, don't you? But I do wonder, with the speed of social media, do you ever worry about the accuracy about what you are reading?
That's a concern I share, Lucky. Even with TV news, there's always the question of bias and sensationalism. I've started supplementing it with newspaper for a more analytical perspective. It's slower, yes, but sometimes depth is more important than speed. Kemal, you're all about the now. But do you ever feel you're missing out on the bigger picture?
Not at all, Hafidh. I believe social media gives me bigger picture through real-time updates and global opinions. But I do take your point about that. That's why I follow top leaders and reputable news outlets online. It's the best of both worlds. Okay, you'll follow the insight from your circle. But do you ever feel like you're in an echo chamber?
That's a good point, Kemal. There's a risk of only hearing what I want to hear. That's why I make it a point to ask questions and challenge assumption. It keeps the conversation healthy and informative. Hafidh, do you think traditional media like TV news or newspaper are adapting well to the digital age?
Okay. Many have online platforms now, but there's a generational divide. I worry that they are able to keep up with the pace of technology, It's a balancing act between staying relevant and maintaining journalistic integrity. Kemal, with the constant flow of information on social media, how do you manage or stay focused?
Well, it's all about curating my feed habit. I unfollow sources that don't align my need for factual reporting, and I use those to filter out the noise. Lucky, with your preference for personal interaction, how do you ensure you are not getting a well-rounded view?
I seek out people with many background and opinion, Kemal. It's interesting to hear diverse perspective, and it helps me form a more balanced view of the world. Hafidh, do you think there is a risk of traditional media becoming obsolete?
There's always a risk, Lucky, but I believe there's still a significant audience that values the credibility and authority of traditional media. They'll need to evolve, but I don't think they'll disappear. Kemal, do you think you ever take a break to avoid information overload?
Okay, Hafid, it's important to disconnect and reflect on the information I consume. It helps me process and form my own opinion. Okay, do you think personal discussion can sometimes lead you to misinformation?
Of course they can, Kemal, which is why I always encourage critical thinking and fast-checking in my conversation. It's about being responsible with the information we share. Hafidh, do you find TV news offer enough variety of viewpoints?
It can be limited, Lucky. That's why I don't rely on a single channel. Switch between different networks to get a range of perspective. It's about being proactive and seeking out diversity in news coverage.